Welcome to Pride Against Prejudice, a Shadowrun 4th edition actual play podcast.
Hi, I'm Simon and I'm playing Huggy Bear.
Hi, I'm Al and I'll be playing Maverick.
Hi, I'm Jack and I play Toyga.
Hi, I'm Michael and I'll be playing Sunshine.
And my name is Rhydian, I am the GM. If you would like any bonus content, a link to our living campaign map can be found in the show notes, along with a link to our Discord where you can get occasional bonus episodes, and if you'd like to add locations to the map or just ask us questions, you're welcome to join us there. If you stick about for a few seconds at the end of the episode, we also have a question for you as well. Following content may contain themes and materials not suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised. Before we dive into the episode, here's some pay data on another one of the Shadowrun podcasts out there for you to listen to.
Are you trying to serve me a subpoena?
No, I'm trying to do some crime.
Has this ever happened to you? You're trying to do some crime but don't know where to start? Well, you're in luck, listener. Why not try Sinless Brand Actual Play Podcast and YouTube series? Sinless is a Shadowrun 3rd edition actual play podcast that follows a group of career criminals while they try and make a life in the barrens of 2050s Seattle. Follow the crew as they build their reputation, starting as a simple Redmond gang doing odd jobs around the community and end up in way over their heads as deniable assets in international power struggles and megacorp feuds. Sinless eliminates the crunch and instead focuses on the stories of the runners that you'll come to love or hate. When you try Sinless Brand Podcast, you'll learn how to commit multiple felonies, such as kidnapping,
a horned figure approaching you. Okay, cool.
Summary execution.
And I pull my gun and I shoot him in the head.
Oh, grand theft.
Look, man, I'm driving, all right?
Not anymore, you're not parking, get out. Terrorism.
So how do we all feel about regicide?
And many, many more. So what are you waiting for? Try Sinless Brand Actual Play Podcast and YouTube series today. The makers of Sinless do not endorse commission of any actual crime outside of your gaming group. The makers of Sinless are not responsible people. Do not use Sinless brand products if you are allergic to fun. Talk to your doctor if you experience any of the side effects, including but not limited to uncontrollable laughter, compulsive dice roll, nausea, vomiting, lost character sheets, dizziness or vertigo, unnatural attachment to fictional characters, withdrawal between episodes, ocular bleeding, Cheeto fingers, caffeine dependence, insomnia, or death. Sinless, the actual play that puts the gag in baggage. Available at your local Stuffer Shack or wherever you listen to podcasts.
With the job somehow done, the team need to get out of here. Covered in blood, carrying an unconscious team member, and an ungodly amount of drugs past dockworkers, the Kaykuza and the NYPD Inc. Simple, right? Yeah, you've got a Kaykuza guy who's screaming as he's being floated towards a sword. There's multiple corpses down here. Sunshine's down, she's bleeding. What are you guys doing?
The one that's writhing and screaming isn't going to be of much use, I don't think. Was he the one that threw the drugs, or is running up?
No, runner through the drugs.
Okay, so I'm not willing to leave Sunshine's side, but I, beckon at them again. Sword stays level at the guy's throat. They stay equidistant from each other, but they both float towards Toyga.
You just kind of bring him over to within 3 meters of you or so.
Yep. Sword's pointed at his neck. I pull out my knife from behind my back and just...
Your knife is currently in the other Kaykuza.
Oh, so it is. I will go over, grab my knife out of that Kaykuza.
Yeah.
I'm choosing to believe that, he's leveling... the way he's floating, Toy can just sort of push the knife up between the legs so the point is, right behind his dangly bits.
Oh, yeah, you could put a knife against his gooch.
Yep. I am putting the knife against the Kazifit, because if it weren't there, you're going to fall out.
I've never heard it called that before.
Yep, so knife at the gooch, sword at the voice box, You are going to tell me what was in that powder you threw at her, and you are going to tell me now, or your life is going to be very, very short and very, very unpleasant.
Do you have Intimidate as a skill?
I don't think so.
You try to use it often enough. Have you considered learning it?
I am considering learning it.
Do you have Influence as a group?
No, I just have Negotiation.
Fair enough. I'm now thinking of that bit in episode 2 of Star Wars. No, I call it aggressive negotiations.
You're right about one thing, Tiger. Negotiations were short.
In that case, if you give me your negotiation roll, however, you're going to get some advantages here. I'm going to say you're on a +6 at the moment because you outnumber him. You're wielding obvious magic. Character is causing or has caused subject physical pain or torture. I would say slamming him off a wall counts. And you're holding him up with various sharp objects at various very sensitive areas. So
3 hits.
So you're not very close to this guy. You're not standing physically close to him. And you're quite glad as he's got like quite a nice white suit and jacket on. So it's very obvious when the stain goes down one leg of the trousers and there's liquid puddling on the floor underneath him. And he just starts...
So I was standing with my knife to the gooch in hand.
Make me an agility check.
Not my worst stat. No hits.
Oh, it's on your shoes.
You are not incentivizing me to be gentle.
But he's just babbling and saying, I don't know, I just picked up the first thing that came to hand. I've got a kid. Please don't kill me. Oh, fuck, I'm going to lose fingers, but I can live without a finger. Frag.
I hear that becoming an orphan is very character developing. You're going to tell me where you got that powder from, and then I'm going to decide whether you die quick or slow.
He looks confused and just points at the train and says, it was the first thing to hand.
Do you think you're clever? I know full well where you got it from. I want to know where it came from.
Do you have any kind of gang knowledge or syndicate knowledge or anything like that? Or drug knowledge?
Nope.
Mav, are you wandering over at this point?
I am wandering back, reloading my taser as I come.
Could you make me the knowledge check related to your previous employment?
What employment? I've never been employed. 0 hits.
You have no fucking clue. This guy is clearly terrified out of his mind, and he's just babbling something about a boat, and the boss doesn't tell him, and he's just muscle. Make me a judge intentions roll there, Toiga.
1 hit.
You don't think he's lying. He's terrified, and he's difficult to understand. You wish he'd speak more slowly, but he doesn't seem like he's lying. He doesn't really seem capable of it right now.
So I reach up, I sheathe the knife behind my back again, reach up and grab the sword with with my left hand, and just snap the fingers of my right hand, and he drops to the ground, like I'm dropping the spell at that point. Go and get me the scabbard while I decide what to do with you.
He looks back at the mangled corpse of his mates, and he just looks and says, "If it's broken, there's mine."
I implore you to remember what happened last time you tried to run away.
He holds up his hands. He says, "I'm not running. I'm not running. I'm just asking if the scabbard on him is broken. Do you
bring
want
me the pieces?"
Okay. I'm doing it. And he walks back in a way. He's got his hands up, and he's doing it in a way that's, I'm not taking my eyes off you, and I'm not running. Honest, I'm not. I really want to run, but I'm not doing it. and he goes over and starts rooting through the body. And what are you guys doing while he's looking for the bits of scabbard?
Mav is standing slightly further down the tunnel, just watching.
You can hear a couple of repressed retching noises as he's going through this, and he eventually comes out with a few shattered bits of plastic and synth wood that they were a sire at one point, but not anymore, and brings them back. He's got every look of, I really don't want to do this, but it's my best chance, as he brings them back over.
So, as he's coming back over, the cat spirit's sort of wandering back towards him. It's not happy that it's been nicked in the face by his sword. The earth spirit's disentangled itself from the train, and they're both walking towards him, smiling. The thing's got a face made of wood, but it somehow looks like it's smiling, and the cat, you can tell that it's fucking smiling.
Yeah, it's a cat.
So, Toyga's going to just turn to the two spirits, completely ignoring the living Kaykuza guy.
I'll come back to you in just a sec, Toyga. Mav, the guy who was twitching and had a knife in him looks like he's starting to become less twitchy.
Mav wanders over here. Mav puts the boot in a couple of times.
Roll me unarmed.
Unarmed.
In fact, are you just kicking him in the fork?
I'm just kicking him until he stops moving.
All right, yeah, I'll just say that I'll not bother making you roll. You just kick him until he's unconscious. You boot him in the bollocks a couple of times, and
twice in the bollocks, once under the chin.
Yeah, he groans a little bit and looks like he's twitching, and you, as you're walking away, so you just turn around and just, with a bit of a wind-up, put a toe cap into his knackers, and yeah, he stops, and you kind of look down at him in a, you gonna do that again? Kind of way before you turn around. And the guy who's brought back bits of sire, you can tell he's Yakuza by the way he's giving them to you, as he's sort of kneeling down with his head down, holding them up to you with two hands, and he's being as careful as he can, going, I might make it out of this alive. It's worth getting kicked in the nuts to make it out of this alive.
So, Toyga ignores them for just now and turns to the two spirits. I most sincerely and genuinely apologize for the injuries you've sustained in the past few moments. I shall see to it that you are compensated when I get back to the flat. In the meantime, if you have other business to attend to, I understand if you have to leave.
The sense you're getting through the spirit link is one of salved irritation. So your spirits have buggered off.
They're going to go do important spirit things.
You've got a terrified Yakuza guy and an unconscious teammate who's still bleeding.
So what are we doing with this guy, Torger?
Goes on comlink. Huggy, I'm very stressed at the minute. This is going to sound like a silly, pointless question. Could you make a scabbard for a katana?
Is that really the most important question right now?
You're going to get a response back, a text response back of probably not? Question mark.
Could I get a perception check, please, Huggy?
Certainly. That's 4 hits.
You glance around. You've just finished explaining benefits of organic over synthetic fertilizer. These guys are just looking at you with expressions of, this is fascinating, but what the fuck? And you remember the guard that Toyga used control actions to make him shit himself?
Yeah.
You see him walking back from the other end of the warehouse towards the mechanics room.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to send a quick text message down saying, whatever you're doing down there, guys, hurry it up. You only have a couple of seconds before the guard gets back and realizes you're down there.
Mav tases the mafia guy.
Yakuza guy. Yeah.
Yakuza guy.
Again, I'm not going to make you roll it. You can just hold the taser until he goes out like a light.
And then second message, I'm going to get out of here. Do you think you can get this up through the tunnels?
Not after I blow them up.
Why are you blowing up the drugs?
Blowing up the tunnel, like we planned to do.
Yes. And take the drugs with us. You can't get the drugs back up the lift at this point, but we know that there are other tunnels from... There are ways from here up through...
Nav is planting the bomb at this point.
Yep, cool.
Because I ain't going into Yakuza territory.
I don't think you can get back up through the warehouse.
Can I get a demolitions roll, please?
I am going to edge this.
Right, are you planting the bomb before the train or after the train?
I plant the bomb at the side of the tunnel, boat level with the back of the train.
Remember, we need to get the dogs back out of there.
Yep.
Do you have a plan?
Go back up the lift and blow the place up behind us?
Yep.
How much drugs is there, and how long do you think it's going to take you to get the drugs back up the lift?
There's a bag of drugs that Toiger is,
I need samples of this. Huggy, these drugs are magical. They did something to Sunshine.
Cool, we're getting paid to deliver them to our,
And we can't leave yet because her soul isn't in her body, and if we move her body, she might not be able to find her way back.
We have all of about a minute before this whole thing is blown open.
Literally.
So the guy is starting to get pretty close to the door. You remember that the lad who he gave the gun to, you put just inside the tool shed, and he was knocked out by Sunshine with a taser.
So yeah, I'm now sending you the direct video feed of the guy walking back to the door.
Toiger, can you go and, silence him?
Keep an eye on Sunshine. If she starts moving at all, call me down. If she starts having a seizure, that's a good thing. That means her body's come back. Get me.
Yes, Doctor.
And Mav, I'm actually really worried about her. Her soul is out of her body. The fact that she's still alive is a miracle. I don't know what this stuff is, but I intend to find out. And then I go back up in the lift.
4 hits on that demolition check.
Oh, you don't blow yourself up.
Why? Oh, that's a good thing. I don't blow up the entire party.
You don't blow up me, whatever you do.
The whole place explodes and Huggy just drives casually away going, well, I'm gonna need it.
Huggy takes off another cigarette. Oh, that ended badly.
Oh, it's gonna be fun to explain that to the Sons of Sauron. I don't get the bonus for bringing back the drugs, but I get the money for blowing up the tunnel and killing the yaks. So I get their share. There's a guy heading towards the door there, Toiger, and you've just gotten up the tunnel. Make me a quick perception check, please.
I hit.
That's pretty obvious. He kind of comes in, sort of rubbing his stomach. You're kind of looking round the door, and he just stops and looks around. There's nobody in here. And he has this kind of panicked expression on his face and just books it towards the door of the tool cupboard where you are. I'll say you've got time for 1 pass's worth of action before he gets there.
I'm going to cast Influence Mental on him.
Okay.
For 6.
Really likes that spell.
It is my favorite spell. I got 4 hits. I'm going to edge... I resist the drain roll because I'm flagging. 4 hits. Okay, I'm fine. Kneel. Like the kowtow thing where like you're on your knees, hands and elbows on the ground, forehead on the ground as well.
So he's halfway across the room. You get 2 net hits on your cast, and he just hits the deck. You actually see it as his knees hit the concrete, skin through his trousers, and you just have this moment of, oh, that's got to graze so badly. And the hands just slam down onto the concrete. I'm just going to put you into initiative briefly for this bit.
8-1.
Dropped your increased reflexes.
I dropped all my spells when combat ended.
Alright, so he's just slammed down onto the concrete. Huggy, it's your turn. You go first.
How are the guys around me reacting?
They just saw him walk in. They shrug and just one of them spits on, takes a little flake of tobacco off the end of his tongue, and just spits on the floor and says, "Frag 'em."
Yeah, this is not a day for trying to fix that fucking thing.
He points into the warehouse and says, at the hundreds of people running everywhere with RFID scanners and comlinks checking stuff, and says, "That is the best kind of problem. It's not my problem.
Yeah, I know that kind of problem. I like that kind of problem.
My problem is going to be fixing the drones after they get the server back up. That's going to be fine. That's going to be replacing a couple of motherboards, replacing a few circuits. That'll be easy.
Yeah, I can get a little bit of water out. That's going to be fairly simple. That and trying to get the water, making sure that there's no water in the hydraulics for the forklift.
So, are you doing anything, or are you just staying there chatting with these guys?
I'm going to stay here. I think the best thing that I can do is tie these two down.
Okay. So, his turn, I am going to give him another opportunity to try and resist the spell.
Yes, every turn he gets to resist it.
Nope. You kind of feel... It feels a little bit like a fly trapped inside a bottle, clear plastic bottle, bouncing off the sides as his will just smashes against yours and fails. And it's your turn. He's kneeling on the concrete.
So I'm guessing I can walk up to him. I've still got my sword. It's my sword now.
The sword that you have stolen, yes.
I have rightfully stolen it, and I killed its previous... Well, its previous owner is dead, and I was involved, but yeah, it's mine now.
It's yours by right of conquest. Yeah, fair enough.
When I'm less worried about Sunshine, I will think up cool names for it. Anyway, I'm just going to walk up to him, and he's on the ground, but I just put the tip of the sword against his neck and say, "Your life and your free will are both gifts from the universe. And gifts the one gives, the other may take away. What the fuck was that stuff down there?"
Again, give me an intimidate. Charisma at +5.
Ooh, one hit. I rolled like crap.
He crit glitches.
Oh, super.
So he very slowly and carefully spreads his palms out on the concrete so that he's making it clear that I am trying to be even less of a threat than I am right now, and just says, "I'm not being difficult, but I'm going to need you to be more specific so that I can answer your question. What stuff exactly are you talking about, please?"
The magically active powder that was thrown at my friend and has cast her soul adrift from her body.
What colour was the bag?
It looks like it was made out of parcel tape. I'm going to say brownish beige.
It wasn't black or the white or silver tape?
No, it was the brown tape.
Okay. That's the stuff the boss doesn't tell us what it is, and we're not supposed to talk about it. We pass it on, we don't open them, we don't touch them. The boss doesn't tell us what it is. I want to answer your question, but I actually can't.
I believe you. I think the boss in question might be dead. Can you think of anyone who might be able to give me more satisfying answers?
Maybe his lieutenants, but none of them are here. We just move the products.
Can you give me names of these lieutenants?
Hansuke Akihiko and Joanna Kamie. Those are his lieutenants.
Marusuke Akihito and Johanna Akihiko.
He just winces at your pronunciation.
Tell you what, you don't say anything about my Japanese. I won't say anything in Enochian that'll make your ears bleed. Do we have an understanding, Mr. Fuller Yakuza?
He keeps his head firmly on the concrete and says, "I didn't say anything."
This is because you are a very smart Yakuza. You have been exceptionally helpful. I think that the best thing for you to do would be to go home and spend time with the people you care about. If your boss is ours, you were overwhelmed magically. tell what lies you need to get yourself out of this harm-free. And if there's anything I can do right now to help you with those lies, please let me know. Any rakish scars about the face you could be doing with?
He looks at you and says, honestly, the best thing that you can do in that respect, knock me out or immobilize me or something, because they ain't gonna believe if yeah.
I wish I'd brought Mav's taser. I really don't have the energy to kick you into unconsciousness.
Mav, if you're on comms, you will have overheard that.
Low force stun-bolt him until he falls unconscious.
Mav, I've used an awful lot of magic. I have a migraine like you won't believe.
Mav doesn't understand magic. Not in the sense you do it. So he doesn't make that comment, but I did.
I mean, if you want to just pop up and tase him, that's fine.
So I don't know that if I need to use magic. I think if I give this instruction, he's not going to be predisposed to trying to refuse it.
He might eventually be able to break your spell, is the only issue.
Eventually he will roll 4 hits on his resist influence and break it. Am I done setting up the bomb, GM?
Yeah. You've got like 3 screwdrivers in each hand and 1 in your mouth, and you eventually finish setting the bomb up.
Now, my friend Mav here is going to stun you unconscious, and this conversation is going to end. So, we're both standing over like this now unconscious person, and Boyga just looks up to Mav and says, "You seem nice."
We chuck him in the little box with the other guys.
In the tool cupboard. You're just making a pile.
This is turning into Hitman.
Yeah.
Just a pile of bodies in a cupboard somewhere.
Especially funny when you've only knocked them out, when you imagine them all coming around and being like, oh god, what the fuck?
Now we go back and take care of Sunshine. Hopefully she comes around soon, otherwise we are sitting in a tunnel in a occupied warehouse for a while.
Sunshine, could I get an edge roll, please?
Yes, give me 2 seconds.
Oh god, if we're dependent on Sunshine's edge, we're all going to die.
This is without penalties.
Okay. 1 hit.
So the Dweller seems to be done with you. You step through the archway of mirrors, but you don't come back to where you were. You seem to be running through the last few years, but on fast forwards.
Yep.
And it's really disorientating, and it slows down at the weirdest times. Like, there's just one bit where it just slows down, and you're just on the bus, and that goes in real time, and you're just there on this bus in the middle of Denver, coming up to a border crossing, and there's a member of... Why the frag were you going into the Kaz? There's a member of Lone Star coming on and checking people's sins.
Yeah, okay, Dweller, are we quite done now? And I'm imagining this Cass police officer goes, please step out of the vehicle. Let's say that. Oh, sod off, you're not really here.
He looks bored as frag, and he's just scanning your sin. We'll come back to you. So, what are the others doing?
I will keep distracting the others that I'm talking to up until until you guys tell me that you've got the cargo back up the lift.
We head back down the lift, and one of us takes care of Sunshine, and one of us packs up some drugs.
Are you just shoving as many of these as you can into a toolbox or a bag or something?
I was going to say, I've got an envelope on my person. It's by far and away the least weird thing Toydo's got in his jacket. And I'm just going to scoop quite a bit of it into the envelope, and then it's self-sealing. I'm not putting my tongue anywhere near that.
I was about to say, don't lick the envelope.
I mean, you could just grab one of the parcels, the key bags that got brown tape on it.
What Mav's doing.
I'm putting some in an envelope and keeping it on me. Mav, you're in charge of the bulk transport. I'm taking samples.
How much of this stuff actually is there?
There's a lot that you estimate there's probably a few tons of it.
Oh, bloody hell, we're not taking that all.
The train is made up of 4 carriages, each of which are about a metre wide and about 5 metres long. So there's about 5 1 by 1 metre by 1 metre by 1 metre crates on each.
So that's about 25 cubic meters.
Of drugs.
All of which are drugs.
Yeah, there's a lot of drugs. You think that if this lot doesn't hit the streets, prices are gonna get interesting.
The one upstairs that we knocked out mentioned there were different colours of bags.
Yes.
Are they all the same drug, or is there a bit of variety?
So, does anybody have any narcotic knowledge or anything like that? Mav, you can roll the skill we mentioned earlier as a substitute.
I shall roll the skill. 2 hits.
Yeah, so there's a bit of Nova Coke, there's some weed, there's a bag of deep weed here. There's bliss, there's a bit of jazz, a bit of cram. There's a good mix of street drugs in here.
And also the weird one.
Yeah, there's only a few bags of this concentrated in one area, which just happened to be where that guy was stood when he picked something up to throw.
I grab all the bags of the interesting one. Is there a convenient, toolbox stack something down here?
I mean, you could probably have grabbed something from the tool shed area, just a toolbox, just open it, empty it, take it down. One of those...
The sort of big unfoldy toolboxes.
I'm thinking one of the roller ones.
Oh, right, like a unit.
Like a rolly suitcase with a toolbox.
That's good. I will take one of those. I will fill that with...
Yeah, so I'll say you get about 50 kilos of drugs in there. And that in there and on your person, just kind of packed tight.
Mav just opens his lined coat and is like... Drugs?
Are you just going to go down to the alley and just open your coat and just look like the sketchiest motherfucker ever?
You just want to buy some drugs?
Drugs. Want to buy some drugs? Are you heading back out to... Actually, you've gone back down. You're loading up. Toyga, are you looking after Sunshine?
Yeah, I've got a med kit with it was a rating 6 and it's still got 5 uses in it. I've used one of them on Sunshine to stop her. Close up the holes she was not born with.
Do you have the first aid skill?
No.
Okay, what you can do is you can roll the med kit's rating to try and give her first aid. Because it's wirelessly active, it'll talk you through what you need to do.
I'm rolling. I don't want to risk using magic at this point. I am.
All right.
So I got 1 hit on that.
Okay, so you know enough to shove a couple of tampons in the bullet holes and apply pressure and generally make sure that you've got her stable. She's not going to get any worse, but she's feeling pretty bad. And you give her some painkillers and stuff like that. Sunshine, could I get another edge roll, please?
Another hit.
And it's still a glitch. So, yeah, you're still reliving your life on fast forwards, but it feels like it's going on fast forwards, but it also feels like you're reliving it. It doesn't feel like the dweller's messing with you at this point. It just feels like a journey.
Why is so much of this journey spent on public transport in traffic? Oh wait, you lived in Denver.
Those border crossings, man.
And then you moved to New York.
It's not too bad if you're trying to go from the Lakota Nation, the Sioux Nation, into the PCC. But if you're trying to go from any of the Nan nations into the UCAS or the CAS, it's just a pain in the wreck hole. So yeah, what the rest of you doing? You've stabilized Sunshine, you've got some drugs.
Huggy is keeping watch up above and we're all frantically praying for Sunshine to come around so we can leave.
Are you just going to be waiting for Sunshine then? Huggy, give me I'm going to give you an etiquette at +4, charisma -1 at +5, so that'd be +4 overall if you're defaulting. This is just for keeping those guys distracted.
I don't have any etiquette skills, so yeah.
So charisma +4. You've got them thoroughly wrapped in a conversation at this point, and they don't give a fuck.
I'm going to pre-edge this. That's 4 hits.
Oh, yeah. They're actually kind of interested. The guy, you get the sense he's in charge. He's like the foreman of the maintenance and repair bay. He started to ask you some actually quite technical questions about use of drones in agriculture and stuff like that. And
this is what I studied. So yeah, I'm happy to just go off on that.
And he's asking you about, right, so how do you get the swarm to work together? Because you're having to deal with plants, which are I'm imagining they're pretty delicate. Yeah, it's not like us dealing with cargo. I mean, a crate, we mainly deal with food, so it doesn't really care if you drop 1 or 2. But with plants, you got to be careful, So how do you work that?
And also, you can't just have it completely running on automatic, because the plants don't grow necessarily in the ways that you want, and you only want to take you want to make sure that you separate different parts of the plant. So you want to make sure you're only harvesting the beans and you're leaving the rest. So what you do, you have to there's a certain program. I had to write one as part of my master's thesis. So what you have to do is you have to have a set program that allows you to view the drone almost like a hive mind. So you have to be jumped into the entire drone, but the drone is connected. This whole swarm is connected to each other. They're all close enough that they're acting like parts of a larger drone, if that makes sense.
So he starts drawing parallels between what they're doing with the logistics drones, and he's really annoyed because he's going, if only the server wasn't down, I'd be able to bring up something really cool to show you. And yeah, he's actually really getting into it, and one of them looks like he's a little bit bored, and he kind of taps him on the shoulder and says, "You want to frag and listen to this? This is how you run some." And yeah, he's actually now regarding this conversation as professional development.
I think Huggy should get to take this guy as a contact.
Yeah, fuck it. Potentially. We'll have to see how things pan out. Alright, so Sunshine, could I get another roll?
Yep. Coming out. 2 hits.
Is anybody with her at the moment?
Me. I'm sort of just kneeling over her. Like, I've done all the first aid. I'm now just sort of like sitting cross-legged next to her, like every few seconds flicking open the astral eyes to check if anything's changed. Visibly worrying.
So, Sunshine, you go on super fast forward through the last few weeks and months living in New York, with moving there with Luna from Denver, and it would fragging slow right down as that bullet's going towards your gut, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. And as that bag of drugs hits you in the face, and then it feels like you've been away for years, and the dwellers, emotionally speaking, kicked the shit out of you, and your eyes just bang open, and you're back in the present, and everything hurts.
So the second your eyes open, and I'm guessing you take a sort of gasp, Toya just throws himself at you, like arms round, massive hug. Like, I'm just like, God, you're okay. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you're okay. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? What happened?
Sunshine,
I'm so sorry. Are you
You've
okay?
got a bullet in your gut.
And yeah, I'm just like slapping Toiger off me.
So I let go and just like grab her face. Like, what happened? What happened? What happened? Who did this to you? Who do we need to kill? Maverick's gonna blow up the tunnel in a minute. Like, process your thoughts. We'll get you in the van.
I literally just spit up some blood on him.
Toiger could not care less. He is glad that his friend is okay. Is awake, at least. Right, so, okay, we've got all the drugs. We've got some of the weird stuff that did that to you. We're going to get you into the van, then you can tell us what happened, because Maverick's going to make a bomb explode. Ignore the Kaykuza hoaxes. Look at this sword I got, isn't it cool? Aggie doesn't think she can make a scabbard, but I can find someone online who will. Let's go. We have to
give me a perception check. Sorry, this is out of character. Toiger, perception check.
3 hits.
So, Toiger, Sunshine has a magic rating of 2.
Yeah, you finally notice now that you've slowed down for half a second. Her eyes have changed colour. They've gone, like Glowing blue. Yeah, well, your eyes are actually glowing blue. Yeah, that's...
So Twigger drops the sword and just stares at her for a bit.
Sorry, I've been shot. Do it.
I didn't get glowy eyes when I went.
Can we talk about this?
Guys,
Mav, can you...
he rises up.
Can we talk about this later? Oh god.
Mav, get her in the van.
Toiga, I'm going to need you to talk our way out of this. Tell them that we've just had an order to... I need you to come up here and to tell the guys that we've had order to head back to the...
I mean, we're all on comms. We just all...
Huggy, I'm visibly covered in blood and holding a sword.
Frag.
Give us 3 minutes to wash up, and then we'll be out.
I am not capable of talking us out of this.
Can you not lead them away or go for like a community piss break or something?
I don't think so.
When I was in high school, all the girls went to the toilet at the same time. Oh, worky's the same? I don't know.
Sunshine has her bag, right?
Yes.
Sunshine's bag contains cleaning products.
It does. There's baby wipes in there. Yeah.
So, wet wipe shower later. You do have, however, quite a large and visible bloodstain down your front, Sunshine.
Right, how bloodstained is Maverick?
Not.
Yeah, he only tased people.
So you're fine.
I got shot, but it bounced off my armor.
I'm visibly covered in blood.
Mav, you're the person who's thinking clearly right now. Give me a memory check.
Yep. A hit.
There's an apprentice upstairs that you tased earlier in Ovies.
So, you know that guy Sunshine was making out with earlier?
The one with the enormous cock, yes.
Which of you is more his size?
Maverick, that apprentice was 6'3" in his stocking feet. I am 5'7" in heeled boots, and Sunshine makes me look like fucking Godzilla.
Why are you both tiny? You couldn't be convenient, could you?
I'll put the overalls on, and it's my first day, and they've not. This was the only size they had.
Works. Up you go.
And then I turn to Sunshine, and I'm going to cast invisibility on her.
Make your rolls.
1 hit.
Yeah, it's good enough.
Why could I see that?
Sunshine, I think you awakened.
Later. Weird magic shit once we're in safety.
Maverick, stop acting like a bloody muggle. You're as magical as I am.
I'm also practical, and we're in a tunnel in enemy territory with a bomb. Leave first.
What part of me subsuming the free will of Yakuzas and smashing them against the walls of tunnels with magic is not practical?
No, that was
Right,
fine.
Sunshine.
Anyway.
Sunshine, get on the elevator. Then you have some explaining to do, young lady.
Get in the fucking elevator, Shinji.
So, you catch the elevator up, and are you just trying to walk out the front door?
Tiger puts some overalls on and drags a rather weighty trolley.
Jesus Christ, when was the last time that young man washed his underwear?
Don't ask that question.
He's a 17-year-old lad. Do you want the answer?
Dear God, some of the skid marks have squatters' rights.
You're like taking his overalls, you...
Yeah, he wasn't wearing anything underneath them, because he's gross.
Dude.
He's got to watch it when he does that zipper up.
Oh. So, yeah, Tiger drags a tool cabinet in his overalls.
This is heavy.
Stuffer.
Make me a body plus strength roll, please, Toiga.
So I'm rolling fuck all against fuck all.
For a grand total of maybe.
No hit. Neither of the 2 dice that I rolled
You crit
hit.
glitched, so as you try to take it off the elevator, the whole thing pitches over and just bags of drugs go everywhere. And in fact, 2 of them split.
Christ, Tiger.
Were either of them the bad drug?
No, there's a bit of Nova Coke and some Bliss that's gone everywhere.
Ooh, did I leave the Nova Coke land on Toiger?
No.
Pokes out Toiger, pokes out Toiger, pokes out Toiger.
I mean, if you want to take some Nova Coke, you can take some Nova Coke.
Will it make me better at pushing this trolley?
I can't remember. Let me have a look.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Why are you entertaining
I
this?
advise against taking Nova Coke at this particular
It'll make him more
instance.
charismatic.
That's the last thing we need.
No, that's actually what we need right now.
Give you +1 reaction, +1 charisma, +1 perception, and high pain tolerance 1 for a total of your body 2, right?
Yes.
8 hours.
Wait, is that? Oh fuck, that's Nova Coke. Can I just stick my fucking face in it because I need the pain tolerance?
All right, so
Well, they're doing fucking drugs in the West.
And when the thing fell over, I'm going to say some of the Nova Coke landed on Toiger's face. It's like his eyes, like the surface of his eyes, inside of his nose, inside of his mouth, so...
everybody's getting bathed in drugs on this run.
I'm not, and I'm happy for this.
Oh my god, Maverick, you're our designated driver.
I should have made that kamikaze.
For fuck's sake.
Sunshine takes a worryingly well-practiced sniff of Nova Coke, and then, like, closes her eye for the shot of pain that comes with it, and then reopens them, and again, blue glowing eyes, and goes, "No, I have definitely read this in a book."
Why are you all being weird today?
I don't know who's being weird. Are you being weird? I'm not being weird.
Guys, stop, please.
Yeah. Pushing trolley. Let's go.
Let's go.
Alright, so
Okay, act normal.
could I get an infiltration roll based on charisma or agility, whichever you prefer, depending on how you are attempting to blend in?
And if any of you had edge left, this would be an ideal time to use it.
This does include you, Mav. If you don't have it, it will default to either charisma or agility.
I got 2 hits.
I'm fucking post-edging that.
No hits.
I was going to pre-edge that, wasn't I? I said to pre-edge that.
You already rolled that there, Toiga, and got 6 hits, so that's fine.
I said use edge and then didn't roll with edge.
You fool. You foolish fool.
And my second roll was 1 point better than the first. That was garbage.
Toiga, you got 6 hits. Sunshine, you got 2 hits. Mav, you got 2 hits. Toiga, you look like you fragging own the place. Sunshine, you're just kind of limping along behind him as he's pulling the trolley, and I don't know why Mav isn't pulling the trolley. He's the big, strong one, and he's letting the weedy little magician do it, but...
Because Toiger is wearing workers' overalls.
Yeah, you head out, and you can see at the door, there's the 2 workmen that Huggy is now having this really in-depth discussion with, and if any of you were listening to it, you would immediately switch off going, I have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
Mav has Huggy's comlink turned down low.
So Huggy has multiple AR windows open and is having a very, very in-depth discussion about minute details of drone mechanics.
Given your role earlier, you've got them thoroughly distracted. Are you guys heading straight for the van?
We're heading straight for Huggy to collect our driver.
Huggy, help me push this. Maverick won't.
What?
Maverick won't help me push the trolley.
Did you get that call from the boss, Huggy? Another job.
I popped up in the AR window. I think I need to answer it. What are we doing?
I'll tell you in the van.
Oh, God. Right. I'll send you my essay later. I'll send you it now. I'll pass over. Do a quick flick over of a copy of my dissertation.
Okay.
Looks like we've got to get out of here.
They kind of sigh and say, yeah, I know how it goes. And there was a guard who was walking over to you guys as you were leaving, but he kind of goes, you're on the job then?
Yep.
Well, we're on this job somewhere else. Apparently something else has come up. Hey, right? It's just, what the hell is this today?
It's gonna be a day, chummers. It's gonna be a day.
Yeah, it's only going to get better from here.
Never mind. People to do, things to be. You know how it is.
He has a moment of what? And just kind of goes, yeah. Take care.
Mav
if you
does
don't
help
start-
Tiger put the thing into the van.
Your decision not to help earlier will be reflected in your Christmas presents this year, Maverick.
Aggie will give you a hand putting it in as well. Aggie's got a fair amount of strength on her, so yeah.
I mean, troll.
Yeah, I mean, you basically just pick it up with one hand and just put it in.
You pick it up with one hand, and Toiger's still dangling off it.
So, are you guys trying to leave then?
Yup.
All right, so there's a one-way system in here. So you came in the south entrance. There's a north exit. Are you heading up that way?
Yeah.
Okay, how are you driving, Huggy? Are you driving old school or are you in your cocoon?
I'll drive in... The front isn't call adapted, so I'll drive from the cocoon.
Okay, could you and anybody who is choosing to sit in the front, bearing in mind it's a 3-person bench seat because it's a van, give me a perception check?
That'll be me. Sunshine is probably in the back recuperating.
Yeah, I'm in the back as well, like, fussing over Sunshine.
Okay, so it's just me.
Okay.
There's not a lot of space in the back.
They're both small. We just covered this.
So that's 2 hits from me.
Also 2 hits from me.
All right, so as you're approaching it, you realise, shit, Drac, that's a customs check. We're leaving extraterritorial land and going into UCAS land, and it's a port.
They didn't customs check us on the way in.
They didn't custom check us on the way in.
UCAS don't care if you're taking stuff out of their country. That stops being a problem for them.
Only that they're taking stuff in. Frag.
Right, Sunshine, are you going to be okay here a minute if I go out front?
I'm gonna have to be.
Right, if you feel the urge to do anything...
Do what you gotta do. Oh my god.
If you feel the urge to do anything magical, try not to till I get back.
Chummer, I have been awakened for all of 20 minutes and I am already done with it.
Wait, you're vacant now? What the fuck?
Let's
deal with this later.
Customs now.
So is it just one customs officer sort of just checking everyone?
So there's a couple of the guards from the Kaykuza front company, and there's 3 dudes, 3 Ucasian NYPD Inc. dudes, and they, as the lorries drive through, there's like a big gantry that they're going through.
What do we need to spoof to get through this peacefully?
Just their scanners, basically.
Right, I've got a fake SIN. Sunshine, do you have a fake SIN? Or are you up to doing any computer stuff? That sounds like a no. Puggy, could you?
Yeah, no, I've got a SIN, Chummer. Oh my god. Yeah, I've got a couple of them.
You would have had Tin Hat probably link the work orders to one.
Puggy, do you have a SIN you can spoof following through with this?
Yeah.
Mav?
Yes.
Okay, super. We have nothing to fear. We're just going to drive casual and act normal and get through this without any issue.
We have a huge pile of drugs in the back of the car.
Drugs that they're not going to notice.
Could anybody with technical knowledge or security knowledge give me a knowledge check?
Would that come under electronics group?
It's knowledge skill I'm looking for here.
Knowledge. Computer background?
Not quite applicable in this case. Narcotics knowledge will also work, or something related. Never mind, Mav got 3 hits. Yeah, chem scanners are a thing.
And 2 of us were on it.
And we spilled a bunch of the shit, so we're going to trigger the chem scanner.
Is there a way to spoof that? Like, get into its matrix bits and make it go off in response to bloody everything?
DM, is that a thing I can do?
Oh yeah, you can totally spoof it.
Alright.
Spoof it into not going off, though, because, sensible.
But this, it's something you wouldn't necessarily even need to fully hack into it to do.
Okay, what do you need me to roll?
Just roll spoof.
You mean that program that I don't have?
Oh, joy.
Well then, you're going to have to do it the old school way and hack into it and edit some files then, aren't you?
Or...
Okay, so that'll be
Allow me to present an alternative option. Ramming speed!
I don't like that option.
I don't want to put Sunshine through any more bullshit today.
Summer, just
Do it.
Just go.
Do it.
Just
Right,
do it.
going loud.
I hate going loud.
Give me a driving check, please.
Right, so I'm pre-edging that one as well.
Cool.
That's 8 hits.
So they do have one of those, you know, the barriers that are like a wedge that come up out the ground that you can't drive through. You basically they've got a van that's stopped and they're having a quick chat, they're doing the SIN scan, and they wave it through and they drop the barriers and you just slam into the back of this thing, bounce it out and go the barriers before anybody's got a clue what the hell's going on, and you shunt it out the way. You're going to have to do... Actually, what's the body rating on your van?
It's a Bulldog step van. 16.
Yeah, so please resist 16 damage on the van as you just slam into the back of this other one.
11 points.
Okay, so the van's taken 5 points of damage as you just batter this other van out the way. Oh, that's going to be a new bonnet. And you just hit the gas and steam out onto...
I am handbrake turning onto Atlantic.
Onto Atlantic. And where are you head? You can't get onto 728, but you can just steam your way down Atlantic Avenue if you want.
I'm aiming for Borum Hill.
There was a song lyric in there. We're gonna steam onto Atlantic Avenue.
Listen to the Skin Dread version of that. It is awesome.
I'm aiming to get to Crown Heights.
All right.
And then taking a hard into Rogers Avenue, and then trying to lose them in the E-rated areas.
Yeah, so your nearest E-rated area is Fort Greene. It's a little over 2 clicks to get to Fort Greene. Give me another driving roll to see how you're doing.
Pilot Groundcraft. 4 hits.
All right, so you're having a bit of difficulty as you get out onto Atlantic Avenue. This fragging traffic jam. You're about 200 meters down the road when you start seeing drones behind you. You're still in Cobble Hill. You're still in an A-rated area.
Right. The gun points forwards.
It does.
That's going to be a problem.
However, we're back in the van, which means I have access to my bag.
I've got drones behind.
Roger that.
All right, are you diving into your duffel bag of pain?
Yes. Yes, I am.
I think that's more...
Isn't that more Sunshine's thing, the duffel bag of pain?
Sunshine, what are you doing? Are you just sitting in a little heap at the moment?
Yeah, like suffering.
If I have my way, Sunshine has been actually strapped into one of the fold-down seats in the back.
You've secured her with the contents of her own bag. Got it.
No,
I mean, assuming it has crash webbing.
Yeah.
Can I roll... Is it analyze to see if I can spot the drones in the Matrix?
Yeah, go for it.
3 hits.
Oh, yeah, you can see them.
Is that a simple action or a complex action to analyze?
That's perception. I'll call it simple.
I would like to... If I use attack on the drones, will that brick them?
Yes.
Right.
Well, potentially. You hope it will.
That was trash. 1 hit.
So defenders win ties, so unfortunately you don't get through that. I'm going to ask people to now roll their initiative.
I'm going to go hot sim just now, because if ever there was a time for it.
Huggy, so now we're in combat time. Your turn first. What you can do here, I'm going to say that we're in chase combat, so this is a bit more abstracted than normal combat. You are starting in medium range, so with the different range bands, each time you win a drive check, you can get a little bit further away from these drones.
Right.
Or closer, if you so choose.
Yeah,
however, I'm assuming you're trying to break contact, so if that is indeed what you want to do, give me your roll.
Right, so first thing I do is drive check. 4 points. 4 hits.
So yeah, you beat both of them, so you're now at long range. You're hammering down Atlantic Avenue, you're lane splitting, weaving through the traffic. There's one point where you swerve over onto the opposing lane. These are roto drones that are following you. One of them manages to clip a lamppost, it spins a bit and drops really far behind. It's at the edge of long range, beginning of extreme. But you're making fragging good time. Mav, are you doing anything?
There's a reason you made me your escape driver, guys.
Yes, there is. Huggy looks like she's got this at the moment. So I'm just gonna ready the big gun and activate my adept power.
Okay, cool. Sunshine, are you doing anything?
Yeah, I'm going to continue attacking that drone.
Okay.
2 hits.
What's the rating of your attack program, please?
It is rating 4.
Okay, so that'll be 5 points of matrix damage it's got to soak.
Nice!
Doesn't soak any, so yeah, you see one of them. It's not actually the one that flipped the lamppost, is sputtering and sparking. Huggy, could I get another reaction roll, please? Or driving roll, rather. They're attempting to catch up with you.
I
choose their turn.
So that's 4 hits again.
Oh no. Okay, so that puts us on Toyga's turn. Are you doing anything?
I can summon things, can't I?
If you want, yeah.
No, I can't. I have no stun rating. Yeah, I am heavily stunned. I don't want to risk that my plan falls to bits. I'm just sort of like clapping and cheering as like the drones go down, like giving emotional support. Like, you can do it, guys.
Yeah, cool. So, Huggy, back around to your turn for pass 2. What are you doing?
I can't move again, right?
We're in chase combat. This isn't like normal combat, so if you want to take an action to drive, you can.
I am going to attack the drone that Sunshine's attacking.
In the Matrix?
Yeah.
Can you do this?
I have the program.
You do? You're fully rigged in at the moment, so you're perceiving the world through your vehicle's sensors. I suppose, yeah, the vehicle would be able to sense the other drone's matrix signature. So if you're not wanting to try and get away, you can. Just chuck a matrix attack at it.
Shouldn't you just be getting away?
Would you rather that I just get away, or...
Yes, let's do an escape, people. Let us flee.
Right, okay. I'll focus on escaping.
Okay, so another driving check, please.
That's 2 hits.
So you get 2 net hits again. You're now at extreme range. You're absolutely hammering down Atlantic Avenue. The traffic is stopped, but people are like swerving out of your way, and you're causing absolute chaos. You're now into, I'm probably going to butcher the pronunciation of this, Barum Hill. It's D-rated area. Yeah, you're getting there. And that puts us to Mav's turn. What are you doing, buddy?
Sunshine still looks like she's got this. Can I assist Huggy?
I mean, the nearest you could get would be if you've got leadership or navigation.
I have neither of those. I have perception, I have pilot groundcraft.
I tell you what, I'll let you roll your pilot groundcraft at -2 to try and backseat drive, shouting, "Watch that bin!
I'll have you
Mind
know,
the pedestrian!"
Huggy is backseat driving and I'm front seat driving. Rolling pilot at -2, did you say?
Yeah.
What is your pilot
My
groundcraft?
pilot groundcraft is 1. My reaction is 7, which is what it runs off.
Right.
Unfortunately, I got 0 hits on 4 dice.
So you shout, "Mind the pedestrian!" whilst pointing at somebody on the other side of the carriageway. Sunshine, your turn.
I continue attacking.
Pew, pew, pew.
Okay, do the thing.
Yep. 3 hits.
Holy shit, Atlantic Avenue is big.
Yeah, it's long. You get 1 net hit again there, Sunshine.
Okay, so it has to resist 5 matrix damage.
It's still sputtering and sparking and looking decidedly unhappy. It's not fallen out the sky, unfortunately. And the drones are going to try and catch up. They're they're just concentrating on trying to maintain contact at this point, as you guys absolutely hammering it down this road. You nearly take a lot of people out on the way. Could I get... Oh god, you've got 7 hits, Huggy.
7 hits, baby!
Yeah, lol, no. You have 6 nets. They ain't catching you. Alright, so you screech through
Atlantic Avenue.
And you're on the border between Fort Greene and Prospect Heights, and you just hammer the wheel over, and you actually go up onto the sidewalk, skid turn through this old abandoned tennis court with homeless shelter, and you have to turn the wipers on at one point to get the tent off the front of the van, and go down this alley, and a couple of really tight twists and turns, and you find yourself just bang on the brake, and everybody has that moment where they heave forwards and backwards, and you're sat somewhere pretty quiet. It's like an old parking garage that, if there were cameras around here, they've long ago been stolen for parts. Somebody's pawned those. So yeah, you got away.
Yay.
Right. So,
now is it we're not getting shot at? What the fuck was that about being a vacant?
Yeah.
Und in.
Okay. Turn on the interior cameras back here.
They're already on. They're always on.
I'll have a look through them.
guys.
I'm looking. Holy shit,
Guys.
what happened to your eyes?
Guys, 1 second. Before we start that, look at the other interior cameras, Huggy. Nav pulls a little thing out of his pocket and flicks the top off it. You ready?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Hit it.
Click.
It's occurred to me we should have done that when we were back at the dock. It would have been a good distraction for us getting away.
Unfortunately, this is somewhat drowned out by an ear-splitting explosion that you can hear from even...
We're only 2k away.
Yeah, however, it's still pretty goddamn big. It's a bomb that went off underground under the foundations of the building.
And this is New York.
I don't think Sally gave me a small bomb.
No. Yeah, there's just this ear-splitting explosion. There's a few seconds of silence, and then New York sings the song of its people as sirens just erupt from every direction.
Wee-hoo, wee-hoo.
I think they got their attention.
No, I think the docks have their attention.
This is by far and away the loudest place I have ever lived.
Right. When we get back, how much of those are psychedelics?
Quite a lot.
Because I am claiming at least some of that.
Can I roll my drugs knowledge, by the way?
Yes.
Because that's a thing that I have. 1 hit.
It's a pretty good mix in here. There's definitely some Nova Coke. You're still hopped up on that. There's some Bliss. There's a bit of deep weed, but that only works on awakened people.
Oh, wait.
I'm nabbing that.
There is a bit of weed. It's a mix of street drugs. There's even a little bit of kamikaze in here, which is a combat drug.
I swipe a bit of both the normal weed and the deep weed. Going,
Yeah. So I'll say that both you and Toiga, you managed to swipe like 4 doses each. You think more than that will probably be noticed.
We were hired to deliver these drugs. Presumably they're after the interesting one.
They didn't say.
So I have a sample of the awakened one. We're all going to have a sample of the awakened one. And it is going to be the job of each of us to find out what the hell this shit is. I'm taking it to a talismancer. The rest of you can take it to a chemical scientist.
Oh, I know someone much better than a chemical scientist to take it to.
That is wonderful, Mav. I cannot wait to hear their insights. Now, on to the subject at hand. It turns to Sunshine. What, pray tell, the fuck happened? You did not tell us you were a magician.
Before we interrogate her, let's get that bullet out of her gut.
Oh shit,
I'm
you're
glad I'm
wounded.
not the only one who's remembering about that. Also, ow.
Where is the nearest street dog?
I don't
Do
know.
any of us know any street dogs?
What's the patch that causes your stun to go away?
A stim patch.
I have a trauma patch.
Yes, there's a box of them stapled to the side of the van.
Right, I'm gonna grab one of them and just slap it on my neck to get rid of some of my stun damage.
What rating, please, Huggy?
Rating 1. No, it's a, what is it? It's a rating 2, I think. I think I was, the 6 were too expensive.
You cheaped out.
Yeah.
They're dirt cheap, aren't they?
They're like 150 new yen.
I'm the rigger.
Alright. We're buying Huggy some stim patches for Christmas.
Huggy, when's your birthday?
23rd of April.
Wait, I'm writing this down.
Michael, given your long-term character in our home game as a rigger, I could hear you crying in rigger there.
How much stun did that ratings 2 patch take off me?
2.
And now I'm going to cast heal on Sunshine.
Yep.
Don't cast heal until we've got the bullet out. We don't want to have to dig the bullet out of her.
He has already done first aid, so you can't first aid again. It's first aid, magical healing, street dock, and slow recovery.
Also, you can live with a bullet still inside you, unless it's hit something important. And as far as I'm aware, the heal will just sort of push it out eventually. And if needs truly must, I will just levitate it out of her.
Please no.
We have options here, Huggy. Sunshine, hold still. And just like, hand over wound. That's the for 6. 2 hits.
So I get 2 extra boxes of physical back.
Yep. So, put the hand over the wound and you can feel the bullet wiggling out, but it's not like painful, it's just weird, and you can also like feel Toiger purring. Also, you feel new things now that you're aware he's doing it by magic.
This is deeply weird and creepy, and is certainly on the list of things that... Now, you know what? I'm gonna keep that one to myself.
Welcome to the awakened world, Sunshine. Now, how the fuck did you get here?
I got shot and then somebody smashed me in the face with a kilo bag of drugs.
That does not usually cause someone to awaken. Where did you... I saw your soul leave your body. Where did it go?
Toiger, I've got about as much fragging answers as you do right now.
I would have more answers if you could give me a description of what the hell went on. I'm sorry for shouting at you. I'm worried and it's manifesting as anger. And Toiger's like puts his face in his hands and sits down.
Thank you for spending some time with us and listening to the Pride Against Prejudice podcast. We hope that you enjoyed the show and look forward to seeing you again in 2 weeks' time for our next episode. In the meantime, perhaps not the team's most elegant exit. What would you say was your worst exit from a crime scene? Let us know on our Discord. Intro is More Human Than Human by Karl Cassey, and the background music is also by Karl Cassey. Outro music is Neon Thrills by Luck Hash, and all sound effects are credited in the show notes. The Tops Company Inc. has granted permission to the Pride Against Prejudice podcast to use such names, logos, artwork, marks, and or any other proprietary material for promotional and informational purposes on its website, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with the Pride Against Prejudice podcast in any official capacity whatsoever. All other works mentioned in this podcast remain the property of their respective owners. The Pride Against Prejudice podcast is licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution 4.0 license. So if you want to use any part of the show, please give us the credit. See you next time, chummers.